setting out the stalls. So the stalls, as mentioned earlier, has different widths of seat, but for the fixed seating they're predominantly 500 centres, with 469 being 500. So if I was doing it, I would do the 500 first, and because the jig is set, has to have a setting for the aisle seat different from the intermediate seat, and since we've got to start from the centre line and move out, I would start by drilling this row here with the 500 centre, remembering that these two here are 490 and these ones here are beams and then 490, so excluding those 3 rows. But I would do these ones first. I've set the jig for a left-hand aisle at 500 centres, so I would drill these 2 holes, set out this hole from the centre line, and I'll give it, there'll be a dimension on the drawing for that. Drill both holes and then just keep moving down all the way through all of the rows till you've done all the rows that you can. Then change the jig over to the 500 intermediate. Change the jig over. I'm not going to do it now, but set that over to the 500 intermediate. Then you can go back to where you started and then find the holes you'd previously drilled, and then locate the jig over top of the hole, and using a location pin put that in the hole, locate against the riser, and then you can drill those 2 holes, then remove the jig, move the drilling jig over, locate the drilling jig with the pin against the riser there, and drill, and then continue all the way to the end until you've got to the last stanchion. Do not drill past the last stanchion. Now if you go through and do all of that to that side, when you've done all of that, then change over the drilling jig to a aisle leg right hand. You can then go back and drill all of the end seats at 500, and then you can come back and do the other hand and then repeat it. Once you've done all those, change the jig to the 490 and repeat. Once that's done, then you can go and do the beams. Could do the beams first if you want. I'll leave that to you. One thing to